Mike Paralak here to entertain you with the help of Rihanna. Go get love. Actually, I think she gets a little help from Justin Timberlake on that one. Although it must be music, because I don't think he sings in it. Anyways, I wanted to get one out there. Kind of a precursor to my next video, talking about the similarities between our current president and my father. The only thing is my father was not in a position to make as many mistakes as our current president has, because although he had his mother, my grandmother's retirement to fall back on early on in life, obviously that dried up pretty soon. But I don't want Joe Biden to be the next president of the United States. From my point of view, the Democratic Party has shown what it can do over the last 30 years, which basically is nothing for any free-thinking human being who does not desire giving every piece of freedom they have over to the government for the sake of a little bit of security, a little bit of was it Ben Franklin that said those willing to give up half or even a small percentage of their freedom for the sake of security don't deserve freedom. But I don't want Joe Biden to be the next president of the United States. I couldn't fathom how his photo shoot at this church was more important than we the people's right to peaceably assemble. I don't know all the details, obviously, but it just seems I really when I made the video prior to this one, I really felt like, the president needed to apologize to we the people. But it was all over the place as far as music goes today. I listened to the soundtrack to The Light of Day, By the Light of Day, which was a movie with Joan, Jett, and Michael J. Fox. Michael J. Fox, just before Back to the Future, so he was far from the superstar he is now, but a pretty good flick. It's one of those movies that it wasn't super popular or super well known, but it made some money. And the house where they filmed some shots in the film, I used to walk by on the way to school growing up. But on the soundtrack, which I listened to today, Joan Jett's got like 4 or 5 tracks on there. The movie basically centered around the relationship between the mother and Joan Jett, the daughter, who liked and played rock and roll, was in a rock and roll band, and the mother was very religious, if I remember correctly, and honestly thought her daughter was going to hell for playing rock and roll music, I guess. But when I saw that movie as a kid, though, I couldn't understand why the mother was making a big stink about Joan Jett's character, her daughter, liking and playing rock and roll, but the Michael J. Fox character was the younger brother. She wasn't really... She didn't seem to have too much of a problem with him doing it, or, being into rock and roll. But one of the cute things in the movie that I remember is the kid, I believe he's the Joan Jett character's son, So that would make Michael J. Fox his uncle. He's trying to explain lyrical artistry to the little kid. And he says, everything is just lyric. Anything could be lyrics. So we're going to turn on the TV, and the first thing we hear, we're going to make a song out of it. Well, he flicks on the TV, and it's some scene. Obviously, it's some chase scene where the guy yells, who seems to be the villain in the story. He yells to these people running, "You got no place to go!" And Michael J. Fox turns off the TV. It says, turns to the little kid and says, "You heard the man." So that's the song that's on the soundtrack. Got no place to go. Ain't that a shame? We got no place to go, so why don't you stay with me? Something like that. And then I also listened to, this is a song that I would have all but forgotten about if it wasn't for an older cousin of mine who liked the song. Don't close your eyes. Don't close your eyes. It's a band called Kicks. One-hit wonder band. I would have all forgot about that song if it wasn't for an older cousin of mine who liked it. Cassette singles are a good way to kill 5-10 minutes, especially at work. All right, well, like I said, this video is basically just a precursor or a pre-video to what I'm going to do. So I'm going to wrap this one up here. I'm going to get home in time for that hour I need for my bike ride, so I can do everything else I need to do constructively. Thank you for watching.